I was just tweeting.
Stunned, mullet.
Stunned.
I was looking there and you were like over there.
You crept up.
Good. What is it? It's good afternoon, isn't it?
It is in our time zone.
It's 2 p.m. in Melbourne, Australia.
It's hard being international superstars because
Isn't
it
it?
could be in any time zone wherever you are watching. Any time of the day.
That is correct.
Because you can watch us back.
That's right. And a lot of people do.
A lot of people do because they get past all the crap stuff.
That's right. Yeah, fast forward, go back.
Some people like trains, some people like models, some people like RC. You know.
And we're going to have a bit of everything, aren't we, today?
We try. We're going to try our very best. We've got a special zooming from our roving reporter, Surya Nang.
In Singapore.
He's out in Singapore at the ESIC, the Electric Singapore International Challenge. Yep. With Team Yokomo Australia and the boys out there.
The factory teams out there.
The factory teams out there. And we're going to have an amazing in-house cross with Tony Gray.
Yes.
The infamous TFG will be in live with us. Got him out there cutting and whittling away.
Whittling.
At a GT8 body.
Oh.
Going to reveal
because
the HR1 GTE8 conversion.
It's getting ready to go fast around the velodrome.
Fast. What else we got? We got people watching. Who are we watching?
We've got people watching. We've got all these comments. We've got people guessing the car of the week.
Already.
So here's the car of the week, and everyone's guessing all the wrong answers because they don't even know what it is yet.
They can see now.
Yeah, let's see it now. Okay, so what do we need to know?
Make.
Model.
Colour.
Year.
Potato.
What, the potatoes?
The potatoes.
How are you going to see how many potatoes in there?
How many potatoes can fit in the boot? I don't know.
How many bushels of potatoes? All right, and the weight. So we're going to have to measure it up.
It's still got donut spooge on there.
Well, yeah. I would have thought you would have licked it off already by now.
Well, you'd judge me if I did. Otherwise, I would have.
I don't judge you. You're prejudged. I didn't even see that. What was it?
Concentrate, grasshopper.
Oh, is that different?
Yeah.
All right, three goes.
3 different numbers.
Oh, we'll take the average one then. Let's change it again.
It's a lucky dip.
What is happening here? Come on, zero it off. So it's not 0. All right.
It might be sticky. I'm just going to warm up the valves.
All right, that's what it was before.
That'll do.
Okay.
I'm happy with that.
I'm going to forget that. All right, so all these things
are going off. Huge show.
There's all these guesses here, which are all wrong. So welcome, everyone. So welcome, Dave, Nids, Craig, Thunder Turbine, Retro Rob.
We got something for Thunder Turbine today.
Brett T, thanks for joining us. Your guesses are wrong too.
What's that clown?
So all your guesses up there, they are wrong. Okay. So what else have we got? Who was on here?
Everybody's
on. Oh, Nids is on. Hello, Nids.
Everyone is on.
He says a Dodge.
Just
Scotty's on. There you go. So Just Scotty.
It is a Dodge.
It's 9 p.m. over there where Just Scotty is.
Prime time. I didn't know that we were prime time.
We're in the future, apparently.
We're prime time.
Yeah.
How are we in the future?
I don't know. Time works around the globe,
the rest of the
right?
world's behind us, of course.
Are they now?
Pretty much.
Right.
Only New Zealand is in front.
Is New Zealand the first?
New Zealand is in front.
Are there any other little
they're 3 hours ahead of
islands
us.
and stuff in the same time zone? No?
They don't count. New Zealand.
Oh, they don't count.
Tasmania doesn't count.
Fair enough. I've got some weight guesses here too.
Yep.
357.
357.
Too heavy.
Is too heavy.
Just Scotty says 142. That is too heavy.
Yep.
So it's lower than 142.
We're going to go and see. Let's go straight to Singapore.
All right, let's go to Singapore because
let's travel.
Let's see Surian.
The boys
he's in a different time zone too.
He's in a different time zone.
And it's really warm where he is. Right there. Let's
really
get him on.
Hot where I am.
There he is.
Oh!
Yep.
Hello, Surian.
Roving reporter.
Hello.
Welcome.
How are you
Well,
today? Last week you joined us from
Perth,
Was it 2 hours difference?
well, for you in Melbourne, yes. Same time zone for me in Perth, but we're just enjoying a bit of beautiful driving in Singapore.
Time zone.
Quokkas?
Singapore.
I didn't realise that quokkas have a pouch.
So,
But let's move along, right? Let's move along now. They have nothing to do with anything, all right? There's no quokkas in Singapore, are they? So what are you doing in Singapore, Surian?
So I'm in Singapore at the moment. Currently, I am at ESIC, which is the Electric Singapore International Challenge, which has a pretty decent international contingent for modified and open brushless, which is like a 13.5 Outlaw class. You also have GT, and you also have front-wheel drive class as well. Now, I believe front-wheel drive runs a handout system as well, so it's like a just stock motor and ESC.
It's pretty popular there, yeah? Front-wheel drive.
Yeah. So there's so a little lull in. I'll just quickly switch onto the track for you guys. It's a little lull in proceedings. Oh, hang on. Sorry.
You've switched it off.
That again. Yeah, let's try that again. So yeah, that's
There
the track here.
So
So
last year was raining, wasn't it?
So this is the Marine Parade modelers road control track. You can see
and Marina Bay's in the background, right?
So Marina Bay is back towards the city. This is Marine Parade. This is near the airport. So you can see the beautiful banner there.
Yep.
You can see the tech station down here with some of the organisers of the event. Just take a quick walk through. You can have a look.
From all over the world there, aren't there?
All the beautiful banners, blowdown station. There is a full tent of drivers and retailers over there as well. I know there is a beautiful Orca stand as well, so there is plenty of stuff going on. So lots of people I think it's just in the lull. We've just finished, we had modified practice, and they just had a front wheel, which is on now. So you can see all the fronties having fun.
Yep.
So what temperature are we talking about over there now?
So what was that?
What's the temperature?
Pretty warm. I think it's in the mid to early 30s.
Wow.
Bit of a shock for me, having come out of, literally the day I left, Perth was hailing. So it's a nice change. Lovely weather. So we're just having a bit of a walk through. We'll say hello to some of the beautiful Yokomo Australia boys. We've got the wonderful John Puce.
What's happening in Australia?
Ask him a few questions.
In Yokomo. Sorry, I can't hear you.
Ask him a few questions.
Singapore, ESIC, here we come. I'll save you. I'll save him the hassles of asking him the questions. I'll let you know I've broken a lot of bodies, broken a lot of parts, keeping the Yokomo economy well and truly fed. But yeah, it's getting to the pointy end. Cars are getting better. The leadership of some of the guys here, it's an awesome team to just be around and learn from them. So hopefully can put it all together. Cars getting better, and just got to look at a good 5-minute pace now with less mistakes. But yeah, the track's awesome. It's really humid, really hot. Food's great. Food's really spicy everywhere you go. Their McDonald's is spicy. Their chicken's spicy. I don't know what they feed their chickens and their cows here. Must be raw.
Ask him how he's going with the nuggets.
Corn dog's going awesome with the nuggets, and I think he's had a bit of an influence on the rest of the team. Even Ronald's been chowing down on some nuggets as well. Seems to be the daily ingredient to be quick around here. The more nuggets you have, the faster you go.
Fantastic. And where are you sitting overall, John?
I'd like to say top 5 pace. In one of the practice sessions, I did top the board. But then the car changed, traction changed. So obviously fingers crossed, going to go for the win. But yeah, anything in the mains, I'm obviously going to be happy with. Actually, just being here, I'm really happy with. Anything is a bonus from here, and yeah, awesome time.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. And you're running obviously your Yokomo. You've got your sweep tyres on, sweep control tyres for the event.
Yep, control tyres, they're the sweep tyres. Running LRP, everything. Awesome power. I actually had to turn down a lot of the boost and a lot of the power because it's just way too fast at the moment. Way too fast for an old man like me. But Now, thanks for hooking me up with the batteries too, Brett. Appreciate it. Got it out to me real quick. Yeah, 6500s and the 7400s. Really appreciate it.
Fantastic, Johnny. Fantastic. All right.
Stuff.
Well, let's go around and annoy the rest of the boys. Thanks for your time, Johnny.
Just walk you down. So we got Jake over here.
How you going, Jake? Jake's shy. Jake's super shy. Jake's shy on the telephone.
And we got the Nugget Master himself.
Nugget Master.
There he is.
You're watering the tree, mate.
What did it be?
Personalised window banners.
What did it say? Nuggets.
Yeah, it should just say nugget. But
Steve, how he's going? Give us a rundown, Steve.
Give us the rundown, Steve. How are you?
Let me hold the interview. Stephen, so today's sessions, we've had 2 sessions. How many times have you sent your car into the sponsor signs?
3, I think.
3 out of the 2 sessions. Gotta love it.
In my defence, yesterday the car was good. I was happy with the pace and it was easy to drive. And then I've decided now to try and me luck with the alloy car, and it's totally different to drive. So I think we've had 3 runs, and I've been off into the mist 3 times with the help of Siren going to get me car. So he's legend out here at the moment.
That's right, mate. You sit back, have a nugget, and send the dog.
Oh, mate, always. I was actually eating a nugget when I hit the chicane at the back, but I can only blame myself for that one.
Fantastic, mate.
Excellent.
Thanks, Steve. Have fun, buddy. Keep up the good work. Good luck.
Go fast.
I'll just walk you down to see Simon as well.
What about Simo? Simo, have you got anything
Clearly
to tell us?
very, very busy.
He's super serious. Simo is super serious. Give us some words of wisdom, Simo.
He's the man on a mission right now, so I'll leave him be. He's very busy.
He's doing these.
Get some tyre prep.
Walk down and see some of the other ones. So Ethan over here.
We've got Ethan,
We've got Nico over here.
We've got Nico Lee. Hey,
Hi,
Nico.
Nick.
How you going, buddy?
So Brett
Good
and
luck
BJ
over there,
from
mate.
so have a look. And then we got Christopher Crapp as well, so he's out here having a lot of fun too.
Is Christopher
it's lovely
Crapp
to see
got the
these
Team
guys.
Coyote gear in his car, Suze?
Sorry?
Has Christopher Crapp got the Team Coyote gear in his car?
He's working on it at the moment, so I'll let him go. He's quite busy, so I'll leave these boys who are a bit flat out. We'll just have a bit of a walk through, see some of the other internationals that are down here.
There's a lot of tyre prepping, isn't there?
A lot of tyre prep. We have to do your own tyre prep.
From Hong Kong, who's also running it from Yokomo's busy boys. Ronald, of course,
Ronald.
and Joe as well. So
Fantastic. G'day, guys. All right,
Ronald
mate.
has
You
now
better stop
officially
this
converted to Nuggets. He's officially promoting them now. Thanks to Steve.
Before you get kicked out, mate.
So yeah, just walking through, have a look. Lots
Yeah,
of
that's
really,
awesome, isn't it?
lots of really friendly drivers, and everyone's having a really good time.
Yep.
Walk down here.
How's the weather looking for the rest of the weekend?
Yeah, it's going to be really packed. So I'm busy. See an old friend of mine here. This is Easy. Some of you may know him. He runs he runs the shop at Urban RC. He's out here running in support of an old friend. So it's great to see him back out. So we've got a lot of cars, a lot of drivers, and a lot of fun.
How's the weather and conditions looking for the rest of the weekend, Surian?
I think it's still pretty warm. It's going to be
staying away.
Yeah, I think there will be rain, but hopefully the way it's been going, the rain evaporates pretty quickly, and and we can get back out there again. I know last year did get rained out, unfortunately.
Yes.
Hang on, I'll just switch it back over. So I know last year got rained out, unfortunately, for the finals, but at this, it's hot enough at the moment. So hopefully if there is any rain, it won't be for long and you can dry it quickly. Like today has been really, really hot and sunny. There was a lot of cloud cover yesterday, but it didn't rain, so that was fantastic. So if we, hot, cool, whatever, as long as the rain holds off as long as possible, we'll be really happy with that. So
fantastic. Thank you very much for your time, buddy.
Thanks, Arian.
You have a lovely weekend. Thanks for all the updates. Keep us up to date with all the pictures and stuff, and we'll try and relay all the information across to everybody.
That's it. Looking forward to it.
Not a problem, guys. Take care. Have fun.
Thanks, Suze. Bye, mate.
Cheers. Bye.
Wow. We
Big
are
event.
Hearns worldwide, baby.
Worldwide.
Well,
we're
Singapore,
everywhere.
Southeast Asia, at least.
Well, it's overseas.
It is.
At least.
How good is it? They're
It's going
going
to be a
good.
big
They're
event.
looking good.
So most of the...
If they got Europeans there, that's obviously quite a... Right,
Oh,
because it's a
it's
fair
big.
hike for the Europeans to get to Singapore.
Well, that's right. It is. It is. It's an important race.
Christopher Crapp, Ronald Volker.
Last year was the first one, right?
Yeah.
So this is the second.
Very cool.
Mm.
I love it. I'm in love.
There you go.
What have they been guessing?
So I've got a question. So who knows the difference between Celsius and Fahrenheit? Because Just Scotty in the Northern Hemisphere is asking how hot
It's about
it
double.
is.
It's about double and 10%, isn't it?
So if you're talking like 35 degrees.
That's like 90.
Isn't it like, is it? It's like 90 degrees.
Yeah, it's about 90.
There you go.
It's about doubling 10%, I think.
Right. There we go.
Give or take.
Be a bit sweaty under the grommets.
Grommets.
Your bat wings. We got Tony Gray back there working up a sweat, just looking at the boys overseas.
I reckon we had some guesses
Somebody
on...
did say Dodge. I don't know who it was. Somebody said Dodge. So I've got to give them points there. It is a Dodge.
I've got some weights here, right?
Weights.
86 grams from Nids. That's
It's
too low.
Light. Too light.
Ford Galise, which is incorrect.
Ford Galise. No, it's not a Ford. It's a Dodge.
100 grams. Too light.
The Dodge.
Anthony's guessed the same thing. That's too light. So just Scotty, that 94 grams, that's too light.
That's too light.
So
we're like 100. What is that? 150 to 90. Is it?
Yeah, I think so. No, to 100.
100.
100. Between 100 and 154, I think someone guessed.
That'll do. Radio.
Where did you see Dodge before? Red Dodge Scalextrics. Nid said that. Is it a Dodge?
It is a Dodge. I said that.
Oh, okay. So we've got Dodge.
And I don't know that it's red, but it's definitely not blue. It's a funny shade of blue. I'll call it red. I'll call it red. I will call it red.
Is it red with a touch of blue?
No, it's pretty red. It's red. It's from the fire department. And
I shouldn't have said that. No one could see that.
What color do you? Well, what does it matter?
Oh, is that a reference towards the name of the color?
I don't know. It's fire department red.
Oh, fair enough.
Well, what color's a fire truck?
Fire trucks. They could be anything you want.
No. What color's a fire truck, Beige?
Red.
What color's a Dodge fire
with
car?
a touch of blue.
All right, let's stop being silly. What are we
All
doing?
right.
I'm RC'd out for the moment.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Shall we look at something which is very Melbourne?
What? Bad weather. Protest.
No, that's just now.
Now,
Yeah, that's not all the time.
isn't it?
It's not typically Melbourne. This was typically Melbourne.
Used to be.
Used to be.
Wasn't
But
very
I mean,
long ago.
these trams
5
are
years.
still running though.
W class.
W class trams.
Well, they're running on the city circle.
That's right, with a similar colour scheme.
Some of them are. Some of them are green.
Green, are they?
Mm.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, they were. They were brown and then they went to green, didn't they?
Yep.
So this was a restaurant car that used to operate around Melbourne.
And did so for, well, I want to say 30 years.
Yeah, a long time.
40 years, right?
Long time.
In from the 80s.
So they started with one tram and then they gradually got more and more and more.
Yep.
To the point where they had a specific stop made for them.
Stop me.
A stop, a
Right.
tram stop.
Did they?
Yeah, they've got a special tram stop that's still there. That was made for the restaurant trams.
Was it?
Yeah. So it was a very long platform so that all the people could wait there and they could load up and then take off.
Because I know in 2013 or something, when I was going on there or whatever, it was like a 6-month wait.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right. You had to book ahead of
You had
time.
to book ahead of time.
Yes,
You couldn't
yes.
just go Saturday 6 p.m.
That's right.
Like it was like 6 months away.
And they served up like a 3-course menu.
I don't think you went for the food.
No, but I mean, the food was okay. And also the trip was quite entertaining.
Was it?
It was. I've been on it a couple of times. But unfortunately, they're no more. They're gone now.
Where'd they go?
They disappeared. They are no longer on the streets of Melbourne.
They vanished.
They vanished. They're gone.
Well, they closed.
They closed because they wouldn't let the trams run anymore.
Oh.
Which was a bit silly, really.
A bit poo.
It was, because they were really successful and everyone loved them. Locals and tourists alike. So if we have a closer look at it. This is a Kui tram. This is a static ones. They do make motorized ones as well.
Kui does do motorized and static, and it is HO scale.
It is HO scale. So there you've got the...
Can I call it a crest?
That's the coat of arms of Melbourne.
Of Melbourne.
But it's got the tram in the middle, so they must have changed it for themselves. Got the restaurant across there. You see all those little dots? They used to be lights. They were fully lit up.
And it used to have really dark tinted windows. It didn't have clear windows. If I was to pick on this model at all, it would be, they had very dark tinted windows.
That's right. And W-Class tram's been used in Melbourne for decades.
Since when?
I think it's since the 1920s.
They would have been cable cars.
In the 20s? No, I don't think so.
No?
No. But long time. And it's good that they're still running them around the circle. So there is a
Free
a
of
tourist,
charge.
that's right.
Well, it's not only for tourists. Anybody can jump on and jump off.
well, anyone.
Just outside our door, actually.
That's
Just
right.
at the tram stop. One of the tram stops is just outside our front door.
That's right.
If you want to come and see Hearns, jump on the 35.
That's right. You see, this one's a number 4. So I think they had 6, 7, or maybe even 8 trams in its heyday. Each tram was numbered. They started off with number 1.
It's funny
Really
that
nice
they could start
detail.
off at number 1 because that's the South Melbourne beach route.
Number 1?
Yeah.
Oh, but I guess because it was a restaurant car, it was different to a regular tram. So,
Sure.
yeah.
It's a bit deceptive.
Because number 6, that's also goes elsewhere too. That's a different route. There you go. So these are very nice, and they come back in the stock, and we do have...
Have they just come back in from Kuwait?
They have, and we've got the motorised ones too in the green and gold.
Lovely.
Kui trams. Beautiful.
Ding, 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 ding.
That's
There's
right.
a tram now.
Oh, I can
over
actually
somewhere.
see you can see the tables inside. They're all set with cutlery.
That's a bit sad.
There
What
you
else
go.
we got?
What else have I got? What do you mean? What else
Are
have
you
I
doing
got?
something else while you're down there?
Let's have a look. Where can I put that? That's safe enough for there. I've got a kit. You want to look at a kit, or you got other stuff?
Oh, we can have a look at a kit.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to get back into your head job.
Oh, well, we can after this, because I'm just showing this. Well, we'll be doing a bit more of that. Bit of painting. Painting of...
Finger painting with Brett.
I'll teach you how to use a brush. You were using a brush last time. Here's a flying wing, the Horton.
Horton.
So this was during World War II. So the Horton brothers were developing flying wing type gliders, and there were a whole lot of different designs being used during World War II.
It's like a jet plane.
Yes, they got some funding, and they actually created the working gliders to start with, and then they had propeller driven, and then they had a couple of prototypes of the jet driven ones.
Oh.
And these had BMW turbines in them. And unfortunately, towards the end of the war, the turbine engines weren't particularly reliable because they were being built by slave labor, and quite often the slave labor would throw something wrong in them and they'll explode.
Really?
Because they didn't have enough workers. So they used, captured slaves and such, as they did.
Prisoners of war.
That's right. But the Americans did find these, and there were 2 that were being built, and I think one was flown, possibly, and they took it back to America. So the remnants of the only Horton left is in, I think it's the Haudenosaunee Museum in the States, and it hasn't been restored yet, but you can see it there. Quite amazing.
You're a wealth of knowledge.
So as you can see from the flying wing, the shape of it, this is the influence towards all the B-2 bomber type of thing and the stealth type aircraft. And so they're quite ahead of themselves. So there's a 48 scale kit by Revell. And from the looks of it,
Have you built one of these before?
I think I've started, because this looks like the Dragon kit from years ago. So Revell has a tendency of reboxing kits, and this was a very good one.
Was it?
Yeah. So even in the Revell boxing, you'll be getting the same kit. And you can see how it's got all the engine detail. You can take off panels and see that. You might be able to see it on the top a bit easier.
What can you show me?
So you can see all this framework here. You build all that up, and all the wings sort of sit, and also the cockpit as well sits all around there. And the pilot in this was actually, they designed a special suit for him. It was a pressurized suit. It was one of the first being used in an aircraft.
Is that so it could go really high?
I would assume so, yeah. So a lot of bits and pieces. And then you can see in the sprue how fine it is.
Looks like
It's
a
a beautiful
good sprue,
kit.
doesn't it?
It's a beautiful kit.
Looks very nice.
And you can see how here, you see these blocks here. That's so they can be pinned into the fuselage. And you can actually take them off, so you can have them separate. And that's how the actual one is displayed at the moment, with the wings separated.
Really?
Yeah.
There you go. I like it.
Horton, but it's got GO in it. So Horton started it, and then Gotha actually took over the development of it. And so that's why the GO is there. 229,
It's very you.
isn't it?
I could see you flying that.
Yep. What are we going to do now? We're going to do some more of this.
Do that.
I think we've got some colour guesses.
Colour
and weight
guesses.
guesses.
Colour guesses.
Where are we? Oh, there's so
I
much.
thought we nailed the colour. I thought we couldn't guess the colour possibly more. Any
There you
possibly
go.
more?
Any possible water? 126 grams. That's too high.
That's a That's too high.
Oh, well, was my volume too high or was that the number too high?
I don't know.
Ah,
It's just too much. It's all
too much. Too much. Fire truck red.
Fire truck red. I'll take that.
Yeah, that's NIDS. All right, that sounds all right to
I
me.
reckon it's good, Nids.
Yep.
That's what I would call it.
Mm.
Fire truck red.
Oh, look, Just Scotty said that too. What else we got here?
Being a Dodge.
I think that's about it, eh?
Being a Dodge, it's probably American.
There you go, NIDS. Horton's Secret Weapons of Luftwaffe. Sure was. And luckily they didn't actually get it operational yet.
No?
No. They were trying all sorts of things towards the end of the war. There we go. What are we going to do? We're going to do some painting? We're going to do something else. so undecided. That face is like,
let's do
it's
painting.
like, I don't know what's going on.
Let's do painting. Let's continue with our head jobs.
All right, so we're going to be painting these Hearns Workshop prototype heads, which are for 1/10 scale radio control car bodies.
Do we have a range of new Hearns Workshop accessories?
We've got a restock.
A restock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got a restock of the water cranes and some of the buffer stops.
Oh, I do love me a good buffer stop.
Do you? So here we go. This is where we're at. Let's turn this around this way.
My brush is all stiff.
Yeah, just put your finger through it and it'll be fine.
It's stuck.
Oh, man, look at it. That's fine. They're meant to be stiff like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, so there's the one you've been painting. That's Pepper. Your pug.
Pepper the pug head.
And we're going with our traditional Hearns pink helmet, which means I think I should continue with the pink helmet too.
Mm.
Now you can see how the pink hasn't quite covered the grey.
Not quite.
So I'll mix you up some more pink. So I think our pink is a bit low there.
There's pink there.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to go far enough.
And
I'm going to use some pink on mine too. So I painted mine. So
is that the same colour palette that we used last week?
Yes.
Did you
that might have thinned off a bit though.
Did you keep it in the fridge?
I didn't keep it in the fridge. I just kept it out here.
Think.
So here's the.
Is there a technique to painting?
Yeah, that's all right. You see how much thinner it is? It's going on quite thick. So in a way, that's going to self-level now, which is not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing?
It's not a bad thing, but I'll mix it up some more. All right, so I'm going to do pink helmet on this one too. So let's get some, we'll get some more white. Okay, so you need more white than you do of red. Let's mix you up some thick stuff.
You've been painting for years now, haven't you?
A couple.
Do you sometimes work in a nail salon just to keep your skills up?
Work on a what?
In a nail salon.
In a nail salon?
Yeah, I think you'd be really good at it.
You reckon they don't mix paints in there though? They don't mix colours. It's all pre-done.
Well, that's okay. Lots of people don't mix colours when they paint models.
Oh, I guess so. That's true. All right, so I'm just adding a little bit of red to this white to get the pink. Now, last week you complained that the pink was a bit too red. How's this? Is that better?
Well, don't change it now because I'm halfway through.
It doesn't matter because another coat will be fine, even if it's a different tone.
Is it?
Yeah, don't worry too much about that. It's only if you're just touching up bits and it doesn't match. That's all right, isn't it?
Well, I can't have half Pepper's head a different pink.
No. You put another coat. You put another full coat on.
That would be ridiculous.
All right, so let's go. I'm going to start with this one.
I'm doing this one.
All right.
So do another coat of the pink. And this was 3D printed.
Yeah, these are 3D printed in resin, so they've got really sharp details.
And that's all the Hearns Workshop accessories. Is that right?
It is. It is. Actually, we should get some more of the wheel adapters, shouldn't we?
For the vintage bash.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's so you can put hex fitting wheels onto older vintage cars.
At the moment, I'm painting a comical. Is it a comical pug?
Comical pug? I don't know. I reckon
sure.
your pug looks like that. I think it's pretty realistic.
She doesn't have a pointy helmet yet.
Well, we can organise that, can't we?
Not sure.
All right, so I've just done one coat there, which I'm happy with. Should you be able to pass me over that water so I can rinse out the...
Is it the same water or did you do fresh water?
I do fresh water.
Yeah.
Each session is just worthwhile just to get some
Evian?
fresh water. Evian. I drank the Evian. I use tap water for this. You could do it the other way around if you prefer the taste of tap water.
Now that I've done a coat on its head,
Yeah.
what do I do?
Well, I reckon stay away from the wet paint and start blocking in the colors for the face. So you could even do that just all black.
Black.
So I'm going to move on
So
to
you start
doing
with
skin
dark.
tone.
You start with dark colors first, do you?
Oh, it doesn't really matter. You generally start with lighter colors first because dark colors will cover lighter. What?
So what color do I start with?
Well, I'll go with black because the black's going to be far away from your pink anyway, so that's fine. And then we're going to be dry brushing over the top of Pepper's head.
Jeez, it's very black, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very, very black. Pure black. All right, so I'm going to do a
That's
skin
the
tone.
blackest black I've ever seen.
Well, we do have a blacker black.
That's blackly black.
Yeah, we do have a blacker black. So this is a basic skin tone. And I always like to make a slightly darker tone to start with. So I'm mixing a bit of brown in there.
What is the secret to mixing a good flesh tone?
To mixing a good flesh tone?
Making it.
Oh, well, it's making it look realistic because sometimes they look too pale. So they might need a little bit more red to make them pinker.
Well, I'm pretty pale.
What are you trying to say?
I'm just saying I'm pale.
Oh, yeah? All right, so there's a slightly darker flesh that I've mixed up.
Once I've put this black on, it's going to be the end of today's paint session, isn't it?
Probably.
Is that what you're saying?
Yep. Because we're just blocking in colors at the moment. We're going to add definition.
Because we're going
Once
to do a blue
everything's-
stripe under the pointy bits.
Yes.
So maybe when we do the blue stripe, we can then do the face definition
Yeah, for sure.
and we can call it done.
Yes,
What do you think?
I think so. Because once you block everything in, we'll be good to move on.
I can't believe how black this paint is.
It's good, isn't it?
It's like looking at something that's not
do you mean?
human. It's black.
It's full shadow, is it? All right, then we've got our flesh.
That's absorbing all the light.
Oh, we've got Darth Max for that, or Max Darth, one of those. Green Softwood makes that special paint.
Do they?
Yeah. So it's simple as that. Now this pink on my first coat's almost dry, so I'll probably try another coat there.
What do you mean it's almost dry? You just painted it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Can't be painted that. Mine's glossy.
Yeah, you started off with the stuff that was still sort of wet.
There you go.
So is it, like the pink is much more dense now, isn't it?
I'm calling it dense. I'm going to incriminate myself by zooming in.
Zoom in.
Right.
So you've got that, and can I sort of push mine across a bit?
Hang on, they're going to bump heads.
Oh, that's mine so far.
He's chewing a stick.
Yes, yes, yes.
It's funny because you would think the pug would chew a stick.
I think I missed a bit around the nose.
That's where his piercing is.
The piercing?
Yeah.
Is it? How good's that?
Look how black the pug is. It's like porcelain.
Hey?
How shiny she is.
Yeah. Oh, well, that'll dry and be mega matte.
Mega
Once
matte.
it dries, yeah. I better touch up this bit there, which I couldn't see before. There you go. So these are just base coats anyway. We're going to be adding much more definition to this.
Oops, we nearly touched helmets.
Oh,
Wouldn't be the first
oh,
time.
that would have been
Wouldn't be the first time.
that would have been a bit
Tony Gray
awkward, wouldn't it?
Tony Gray would have loved that.
Wouldn't he? There you go.
Hearns workshop goodies.
Yeah,
Painting away.
That's
So
right.
that has been episode 2 of painting.
that's right. And it's just little steps,
And that
little
was
steps
it.
at
I
a
was
time.
really dubious about doing. I was really scared about doing that, but I'm actually not too scared. That was okay.
There's nothing scary about it.
Well, I'm a bit scared because I don't usually do it. I don't know
Don't
what
you?
I'm doing.
So there we go. So
Have you
there
ever
it
done
is.
brain surgery?
No, but I know a lot of theory.
Yeah.
Don't you?
I would be just as scared trying to do brain surgery. I'm
My,
gonna put these-
my theory is you got to like open up the skull first before you can get to the brain.
I like to go through the nose hole, otherwise known as a nostril.
Do you?
Yep.
Do you learn from the Egyptians? Ancient Egyptians used to do that.
There you go.
There you go. All right, what else we got now? Oh, you want to go to guesses?
We better go to guesses. What are
Guesses.
what's the crowd talking about?
What are they talking about?
We did some painting.
Crimson red. That's incorrect. Thunder turbine.
Well, we don't know that.
What?
Fire truck red.
Oh, 110 grams. That's too light.
That is too light. We're between.
120 grams.
That's
too
too heavy.
And that's from the same Thunder turbine.
We are getting close now. Thunder Turbine's like
Oh.
he's like playing ping pong with himself.
Oh, Just Scotty said Ferrari red. That's generally on a Ferrari, isn't it?
Very much on a Ferrari.
Yes.
What else are they saying?
Mm.
All right.
Oh, Just Scotty's asking, when should we use pink primer? Pink primer is best
Underneath
used.
red.
That's correct. Okay, because
Ba-boom.
it means you use less coats of the red. Because if you start with a white primer, then your first coat of red is going to look pink anyway.
Pinky.
So if you start with a pink primer, it means you've lost, well, you take away one coat of paint, meaning it's not overly thick.
And you're not going to lose detail.
That's right. And you get a lot of depth.
Oof. The last thing you want to do is lose detail,
That's right.
but gain depth.
That's the magic, isn't it?
Mm.
That's that balance. So there you go. So pink primer is specifically for red.
Talking about balance,
What do you got there? Gee, that's big in that compared to that thing.
bug.
How good does that look?
How good does it look? What are we looking at?
We are looking at a Dodge Viper.
This is the latest release on Australian shores from Kyosho Radio Control Cars.
It is.
This is based on the Phaser Mark II platform. And if you know anything about Hearns, you know that we love the Phaser Mark II platform.
We do.
Here in Victoria and Australia, it's often the entry-level racer platform. And it's really good. The clubs are loving it. The clubs
Performs very well, doesn't
They
it?
perform really well. They're humble. They're strong. They're reliable.
And they've got good equipment.
Good equipment.
You know, ball
in the box.
bearings, oil-filled shocks.
Oil-filled shocks, everything you need. They don't look much on paper, but they actually drive really, really nice. A really well engineered and finished product. From
And then when they come
Japanese
out with
manufacturer.
bodies like this,
body sets like this,
just
and a lot
spectacular.
of people would be too scared to play with this body. But
But you? How about you?
I've got the Hakasuka one, the Skyline GTR, which is they call it the ultra scale body, which is the same as this one with the wipers and the mirrors and the light buckets and stuff. And it actually lasted okay.
Look at all the trim, all the chrome trim.
Yeah, but it stays in situ. Like I just don't smash it up too much.
They look awesome.
But it
I
does
mean,
get
these-
involved in incidents.
This one, just like the Hakasuka, has got light buckets. And the Hakasuka with the lights on just looks absolutely awesome.
Looks amazing. Had it at Geelong the other week. But yeah, so look at that. That is an iconic 1972 Mazda RX-3
What do you call those rear lights? Teacup.
teacup. So this is the Japanese spec, a JDM model, and they called it the Savannah GT because their RX-3s were four-door. We also had four-door ones, but we also had two-door ones.
So they use
So
Savannah in quite a few of their rotaries. Even the RX-7, they called them a Savannah.
Two-door. Yeah, all the two doors.
All the two doors are a Savannah, are they?
were a Savannah.
Right.
Yeah. So slightly different to the Australian spec ones, but very similar. And these are worth in real life huge money in Australia now. So
Huge money.
huge money for a crappy old Mazda. Really cool. Got the rotary wankle. I love a good wankle.
Don't you? The Wankles were designed so long ago.
Or post-war.
Yeah, they're pre-war,
NSU.
weren't they?
NSU. Well, it might be pre-war, but yeah, they were really revolutionized after the war. But yeah, when Mazda bought the rights
What happened to NSU?
for NSU,
Did they collapse?
yeah,
Right.
they collapsed.
Right.
But yeah, and the rotary engine actually just come back into production this year after 15 years off.
Aren't they using a rotary engine for powering accessories in some of their cars now?
No, they're using it as a hybrid generator. They're using a
Oh,
single rotor.
okay.
They're using a single rotor engine
Right.
attached to the back of an electric motor
Oh,
as a generator,
right.
because it's just really nice to easy package and stuff.
Yeah, very compact.
And yeah, no vibration. Yeah, so anyway, but yeah, so that is one of the models.
Beautiful.
I absolutely love this model.
Where's he gone? Where you gone?
Look, it's gone downstairs.
Oh,
Man,
oh,
look
look at
after
that.
it. What is that?
This is designed for jumping.
This is a 240Z. That's a 240Z. In my mind, not known to be much of a rally car, more of a sports car, right? But this is obviously a representation of a car that was raced in rallies at the time.
Yes,
Safaris.
yes. Went to Africa.
Went to Africa.
East
African
African Safari, this one.
That's right. So 240Z, and it is based on the Phaser platform again, but the rally spec. So it's got longer travel shock absorbers, all-terrain tires, and it's got the underbody, undercowl on the chassis plate itself to keep all the dirt and crap out. And we know because we played with Finley's one.
The Sub.
We played with the Subi one at the racetrack, and it was actually okay. It was pretty good,
Yeah, it went over
I
jumps
loved
and
it.
everything.
didn't it? And it lasted really well. Speaking of Subarus, just while I'm back here, man, here you go.
Oh,
Look,
like
when I say
chambers.
we get a phaser restock, mate, we get a phaser restock. We don't just dance around and sing.
So this is
Kumbaya.
the same car or type of car that we drove around and jumped, isn't it?
Exactly, but it's been out of stock for ages.
Mm.
It's just come back. I do love a bug eye
Good-looking body.
WRC car. It's a good looking car.
This has got all the light buckets as well for taking LEDs front and back.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, it does too.
Yeah.
That would look cool lit up too.
Fully lit.
But they do bash and crash around, but they can take a whack. And the chassis itself is well up to being off-road, medium off-road or all-terrain duties. So very versatile. What's the other one you got down there? One of my personal favorites.
What is it? Oh,
one of my personal favorites is back in.
It's got a tag on it.
Does it?
Yeah.
Well, that's because it's special,
isn't it?
Yeah, I put that out because it's new in stock.
Even though I threw it down, this one's not meant to be for jumping, but
how cool is it? This is 1971,
72.
Geez, they like the year 1972, don't they? I think the Datsun's 72. I think the RX3 is 72.
How good's that? That's when I was born.
I think this one's 72. The Hakasuka, 69. 72.
That's close enough.
Anyway.
Look at those cathedral headlights.
I love it. I absolutely love this car. Now, this is based off the Phaser Mark II chassis, but it's the long wheelbase version. Exactly the same running gear, everything like that, but it does have a longer tub and longer center drive shaft.
And it makes all the difference in getting the proportions right.
Yeah, absolutely. The biggest drawback with the long wheelbase platforms is if you are going to race it, can be a little bit tricky finding an aftermarket body that fits nicely. But apart from that, fantastic. And I know lots of people race these ones as well. But yeah, I love this. We should just have a OEM body class, but people are too precious. And these are horrendously, not expensive. Like these are bloody good, highly detailed model kits, right? So if you spend $150 on a body shell, at least you know where it goes.
Yes.
Look at light buckets and all the chrome work and the badges.
Well, I think all that sort of detail really
you love it.
Sets it apart, doesn't it?
But it adds for it. But does it look so good sort of warbling around the racetrack?
Warbling.
Where it sort of, it'd warble.
Well, we've seen the Hakasuka like roll into corners. Looks awesome.
Yeah, it looks really good, doesn't it? Get exactly the same car, changes the body shell. Completely different animal. Completely different animal.
It's very cool.
There we go.
Let's put this one back there. All right, what do we got here?
Oh, what have we got here? What have we got here?
Davin's on.
Oh,
hello.
Hey, Davin.
115 grams.
115 is
too low.
Light. So we're
Retro Rob says 116.
Who said that?
Retro Rob. That's too light as well.
That's too light as well. Did he?
Retro Rob said RX4.
RX4.
It's RX3, yeah?
That's RX3.
Yes.
RX4s were a thing, but they were bigger and arguably uglier. A lot of them in the 80s, RX4s actually copped V8 conversions.
V8 conversions?
Yeah, because they had a massive engine bay.
Right. There was plenty of room for it.
Plenty of room for it, and it was like a small car for a V8.
Right. So compact, big power.
Yeah, big.
Well, and bonnet closed as well, or you had to modify that? Oh, really? It all fit in?
It all fit in.
Oh, wow. Okay. Just Scotty's gone and Sun Turbine at the same time, 118 grams. That's too heavy.
That's, we can argue that point. I'm not sure what the scales are going to say.
Well, we saw it before, so we can try and stick with that.
117.
117 it is.
117. I'm not sure who guessed it, but everyone's a winner at this game.
That's right. Everyone's been really close, but no one's actually guessed the 117.
Well, that's what it measured. I'm scared when I measure
there you
at the
go.
end.
Sun Turbine's asking now, is it 117?
I'm scared when I measure at the end that it's going to measure 118 or 114 or...
Well, we've got to hold our breath as well because we've blown it. It'll be different again. I didn't mean to startle you.
We're going to get
all right, where are we going now? Where are we going now?
We're going to get kicked off. I'm not sure. I just grabbed it. What is it?
These are A9Xs.
And why is it here? What am I looking at?
Well, we've got 3 new A9Xs. So these are different versions. These are brand new DDA kits. And Tiranas are an Australian car. So DDA, they are the first company ever to injection mold kits in 24 scale of Australian cars. And people have been hanging for these for decades.
As a child of the 80, how cool were A9Xs?
Mm.
They were a pretty tough Aussie car, weren't they?
Weren't they?
They went into battle after the XU1 around Mount Panorama
Mm.
against the big boxy Fords. And
So these are quite
big,
compact cars.
Big V8 mortar
Mm.
in a little car.
Yes. So there's 3 different versions. There's your standard one, there's a
Standard.
racing one, and there's a custom one.
Custom.
So they have
Which
different
one's
wheels.
This is
That's a standard road one, right? So it's got the
I
press
think so.
wheels.
the Kragers. This one
Is
is
it a custom
the
one?
custom. What
It's got-
engine does the custom have? Does that have a turbo or a
Where is it?
here?
Are they different engines? They could be.
Looks like a V8 motor. That's got a V8.
Yeah.
That's got a V8. I think they've all got V8 motors.
And then we've got the racing version. So
And
the
the
biggest
racing.
difference here is the exhaust is on the side.
Exhaust, lakeside pipes, and we've got the bonnet scoop.
So with the racing version, actually I haven't looked inside this, but it doesn't appear to have any decals. So I'm assuming someone's going to come out with some aftermarket decals for some racing
How cool would
liveries, I
that
would
be?
imagine.
Well, you can just paint it on. Why would you need to do it?
What?
Can't you just paint the
What, all lettering and stuff?
that's what they did in the old days before vinyl cutters.
I'm not that steady.
Yes, you are.
TFG's probably steady enough to do that.
Sure. Not with the amount of he's been smashing donuts all day.
Well, the sugar high, the shakes, the sugar
that's
shakes.
not true. Actually, he got us some donuts and actually
Yeah.
just walked away. Here you go.
Yeah, that's right.
Knock yourself out.
That's right. And we have.
I think he's just trying to fatten me up.
What? I reckon you're fat enough.
I think so too, but he's an enabler. He's a feeder.
Yeah, how good's that?
He's a feeder.
Keep it coming.
That's right.
So here you go. 3 brand new kits. So these complement the
Existing range.
Monarros.
So they've done a few, haven't
the,
they? HQ,
Yeah, the panel vans.
EH, XU1,
Yep.
XY,
XY,
XW,
W Fords. Yes.
and this one.
And this one.
Did I
This is the
miss any?
latest one. No, that's it so far.
Yes, I did pretty well.
And so we'll be looking forward to whatever they bring out next, which I have no idea.
Well.
But these are very, very popular.
Just read your emails. I'm sure it's there.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
You're a man in the know. DDA.
Give it to me, baby.
DDA. What is DDA?
Diecast Distributors Australia. Because these aren't diecast, but that
I was
is
gonna
where
say,
they start.
that's what
They
it's
mainly do diecast.
called. There you go.
All right. Do, 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 do.
What are you doing? You're stopping.
I don't know. What else we got to do?
How
Oh,
about,
is it me? Is it me again?
how about we get our very special guest on? We just had models. I think you've done enough for the day.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
I think you've had your time to shine.
Thank you.
I think we get our very special guest on, resident donut feeder
Yes.
and general all-round good bloke,
That's me.
Tony Gray, TFG as his
I'm gonna,
affectionately
Here he
known.
comes. Oh, he's got stuff with him.
I got this. Got this sucker.
How good is that? What is
I cut that too.
You did cut that.
I cut that as well.
Look at that. And it's just been shoehorned as we speak, isn't it?
Yes,
Welcome, Tony Gray. What have you been working on?
this.
This.
Because you said to me just after lunch, can you cut this body shell out to put it on the HR1 GT?
I know.
conversion?
So we're going backwards first. So that is a Biddy Design S65 GT8 body.
Mm.
And that is
It's
being
fully sick, bro.
is just about being fitted, cut and fitted to the HR1 GT8E. Now, if you watched last week's show, you would have seen that I did an unboxing
We just
on
got it in.
the GT8E conversion kit,
Mm.
and I showed you the HR1 buggy.
Mm.
The HR1 buggy does not exist anymore.
It's now this.
It is now
It
this.
has now changed.
Now that.
It's now changed. Now identifies as a GT8E
Oh, it identifies it.
at the moment.
At the moment.
So it
But
wasn't,
it's-
it wasn't a
but-
lot of components that changed it, but
There-
it is totally
there was
different
not
now.
a lot. Well, we saw the box. Exactly what we had to change.
What are you looking for?
The
I
box.
was looking for the box of the conversion kit.
It's
But
out on the-
nonetheless,
it's out on the counter.
I'm just going to get my little furry pointer here,
Point away.
and we can point away. So we're looking at the overhead. So we did change the front shock tower.
That's a
We-
nice carbon one. That's really
It's
cool.
beautiful. Look at it, about 5 mil thick.
Very
Yeah.
thick.
Did change the shock absorbers. They've got these cute little on-road ones compared to the big 16 mil diameter, so still big chunk of munker.
Mm.
Have a look at these carbon plates on here. You might need to go to Zoomtown.
I don't know if we'll get in there.
I reckon you
I
can
reckon
get
from
in
the
there.
front's better.
I reckon you can get right in there.
Really stand up a little bit.
No.
Oh, the other angle.
What?
Lift the back in.
No.
No, can't see it.
Well, I don't think so. We've got these
matter.
cool little carbon plates that bolt on the bottom of the shocks
Just take our word for it.
to get the geometry right
Yeah.
on the. And look how wide. So it mounts the pivot point now is really wide out, which is good because it's actually on trend with like the touring cars and stuff, right? The MS1 and stuff like that. BJ's going into. Oh, there we go. Look at that.
Zoom me away.
Look at that right in there. This little carbon fiber plate, 3 mil thick, and it screws through the lower shock position of the existing mount. Really nice, really secure. Mounted out wide.
Let's see if we can get some bit of lighting.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Is that better? Oh, hang on, there's a
component.
reflection.
There you go.
Beautiful. It's all carbon. Look at it. Beautiful carbon in there. Like I said, little 16 mil shocks, really firm springs.
Did you say
Shock
firm?
towers. Yep. Shock towers, bumper, and body mounts. That's it. So
And now look how it
fundamentally,
sits.
it's about 10 screws.
So low now.
Super low. And have a look at the back. At the back, we've got the Chunkamunka body mount.
Yeah, that's firm as, isn't it?
That's
It's
really
like a
firm.
rock.
Yeah.
Yep, really firm. Again, we've got the shock tower, the small shocks, and of course, we've got that carbon fiber plate again on the rear, which goes out even wider on the rear. Can you get that in there? It's a big handful, isn't it? It's a big beast. It's a buxom.
Where am I
lady.
going? Where am I going?
No
It's sort of
idea.
hidden by the wheel, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can we? There we go.
There we go. It's in there.
Got horrible lighting. Oof! Look at
Oh, what am
that.
I looking at?
Tight like a tiger.
No idea.
Yeah, the lower
Oh,
shock
yeah.
mounts.
All
Yeah, it
right, we're a
doesn't
bit
matter.
tight there.
Anyway,
Take our word for it
but
again.
have a look. And so it is now transformed from an off-road buggy into an on-road weapon.
It was pretty good at the velodrome in off-road buggy form.
Yes,
Now it's going to be better.
better
Oh,
up.
you can sort. I've got the reflection going there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sort of it extends into the wheel.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
into the wheel. Everything clears and that.
Yep.
Really good. So that was a prototype kit. So hopefully we can get stock of it. I'm going to okay the final production. Hopefully we can get stock of it in the next week or two.
And then we'll
So
have
we
it
can
available to
register-
anyone who wants
Yeah.
to convert it.
So you
Yeah,
can
and
buy-
get ready to go to the
Buy
velodrome.
yourself a HR1 and convert it. So you've got basically two cars in one. So you buy yourself an off-road buggy, then you buy the kit, and then you can change it. Realistically, once the shocks are built, you could do the conversion in probably 15 to 20 minutes. So it's
And that's still
really
got the
good.
small pinion on it.
And then we have got the bitty
Big
design.
design shell with a big ass fat wing.
Look at that. That is going to have some downforce.
Oh yeah.
And we know from the HB GT just how well this body does handle at high speed.
Stable as, isn't it?
It's really stable. We haven't been able to overpower it, and I don't think this one's going to be any different whatsoever. So TFG's working on this. We might get it painted up. Hopefully we can reveal it on next Friday's show. I'll have to get some stickers made for it as well.
Can we have it looking like it's on fire, or do we just set it alight?
No, we just set it on
We
fire.
just set it on
Oh,
fire.
okay.
Yeah, it's much quicker.
No,
Alright.
it's going to be painted in the chrome silver with the teal stickers.
Oh, okay,
The ubiquitous paint job for here.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Unless I do it,
the quick paint job for here, unless TFG does
because
it.
I'm not going to do it. 'Cause I got-
Not another velodrome one.
no.
Well, there's a lot of surface area here, isn't there?
Yeah.
Well, we've got that other one anyway. The rocket car.
Panda time.
Rocket car.
That's
Panda
coming.
time.
That's going to come back out.
Panda,
Yes.
Panda time.
So HR1 is now a HR1 GT80. How good's that?
Ooh,
Looks aggressive.
Yes.
that'll be good.
Now we are talking
Oh,
about the
no, I
we are
like it.
talking about the velodrome.
We
Yeah.
are.
Saturday, October 12,
Yep.
12 p.m. onwards.
Yep. We'll
Yeah?
be there. Yep.
We will be there.
So it's
12
not going to be only oval work. It's going
No.
to be central grass work as well.
Yeah.
With jumps.
track and field. Think of the Olympics.
Oh yes.
So you have stuff around going round and round the outside.
It's
We're
like,
gonna
it's like
have
with
some
the decathlon,
lunacy.
but with 8 events not included.
Yes. We're going to have lunacy in the infield. Big
Yeah,
jumps.
Big ass jumps.
Right.
So we're going to be putting up a schedule hopefully on Wednesday.
Okay.
We're going to
Yeah.
have a timeline, some expectations. We're going to get the registry and the entry form out, start getting people's interest engaged up, and we will be able to send newsletters and upcoming details
Yep.
about what we're doing.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Maybe even highlight some products like the GRPs, the bit of designs.
The stuff that we
Nine
know are
steps
really
live
handy to get
Yeah.
Get it all sorted.
Big Aramax pinions,
Mm.
all that sort of stuff will be really handy come Velodrome Day.
That's it.
So it's going to be really good. Hopefully the weather's nice. It's going to have a sausage sizzle and a party. It's going to be an off-road RC festival.
Mm.
Festival.
A
That's
festival
That's
of
right.
biblical proportions.
Biblical.
You've been
And
quiet.
Oh, that's all right, because you two won't shut up.
What else have you been working on?
My RS 1.0.
Oh, the
which
RS
Which
1.0.
I've just finished building my first
And
one.
you actually did that. You told me on an overhead camera with time lapse.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
It's already up.
You put it up.
It's up on the Facebook page.
When did you put that up?
Like 3 days ago.
What is?
He's seen it.
What's that?
His time lapse build.
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah, it was really boring, he said. But
No, that's cool. It's like time lapse, time
bang,
lapse,
bang,
time
bang,
lapse.
bang,
I
bang,
missed
Back
it.
of his head, the side of his head.
Yeah, and the best thing is the last half hour of it, the camera battery went flat and I didn't realise, so you missed the last half hour. So you
Oh,
never
that's
get to see the end of it. But it doesn't matter.
You can restart
And
it.
that was done in my new shed.
Well,
The
maybe next Friday we can have a grand reveal.
Grand
I
reveal.
wouldn't get that excited about it. It's just me building the car.
I'm
No,
already,
no,
I'm
grand
already
reveal of the
excited.
car.
Yeah,
On
I
the
want to see the car
No,
itself.
We'll see.
Mm.
We'll
If
see.
you've got the motor and the pinion and stuff sorted,
I should have everything ready by then. Yeah.
Mm.
and then you're going to do yourself a special body.
Yeah. I've got something planned that's going to if I can do it. I don't actually know if I can pull it off.
Ooh.
So
What?
that's how
I don't know about
difficult-
this combination of words going.
I know that was fairly deliberate.
What's
If anybody could pull it off,
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I always try.
yeah,
Well, the wife's away for the weekend, so
you got plenty of time on your hands.
I do indeed. I do indeed. So yeah, next weekend,
Pull away.
hopefully my RS will be ready.
Yep.
So I can give it a run.
Yeah.
You're going to give it a test body as well, I imagine, right? You're going to paint up a donkey body.
A what?
Like you use my one.
I'm going to use your one. Yeah.
Yeah,
What's a donkey body? Is that like a mule?
No.
a race body.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
just a race body. Because usually they have like race paint and then you have like a practice body.
Yeah.
You know this.
No, he's
You know.
forgotten.
I've just never heard it called a donkey.
Yeah.
I've heard them called
You've heard
mules.
Yeah. You've heard the word donkey before, but in other references.
Well, that's right. That's what confused me.
Yeah. Done. All right. That was the end of me. I'll take this back out.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Thank
That's
you very
it,
much.
it's exciting.
I didn't have much to offer today.
This is
Well,
exciting. So we're going to have a.
Drop that back and then waddle back out here if you can, because there's something else you've been working on.
So there's quite a few.
Something else he's been working on.
There's
He's
going to be quite a
forgotten
few
already.
cars we've got ready for Velodrome, isn't it?
Just reach down there, mate.
Reach down where?
Reach down there.
This way.
Down there.
There.
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yep.
Is it safe?
He's forgotten. He's stopped. He's put it down an hour ago, and he's forgotten he's actually been working on it and building it.
Yeah, I have.
There's confirmation.
Look, there's a lot of shit happens in here.
All right, he's back.
And I forget. Plus, I've had lunch in between, so I
Had
want
lunch?
to snooze.
What do you got here? What do you
Why
got
is
here?
it 10?
And what's a YZ10?
It's a dog fighter in another frock.
That's right. So it's
Yeah.
a
That's-
super dog fighter wearing an associated dress.
And,
Yep. Yeah,
and it's debatable whether it's even a good-looking dress,
yeah.
That's right.
It's
but it's
not,
a dress nonetheless.
and the point is, I'm building one.
But the bones are really good.
You can buy
Good
one
ones.
if you want, if we've got any left.
Well, BJ is going to allude to that in just 2 minutes.
Look at
We're
that.
gonna
All
have
right,
a
so let's
quick
have a look
look
at what
at
we got here.
That's
So
what-
you've been building this
I've
and
been
we've been
building
filming
sucker.
this.
You can take that.
So we're going to be editing the first parts of it.
Yep. So it's going to be released soon.
That's right. And
The
you'll see
YZ10
how this
build?
goes together.
Yeah.
Okay, so the build so far, apart from the associated instructions, is all identical to the Yokomo 870C.
That is going to be absolutely identical right to there.
That's
Yep.
right.
The only part that's going to be different up until the end is putting the white wheels on, not the pink
Yes,
one.
that's right.
Yeah.
And then it's the body.
The body is
That's it.
different.
That is it.
It'll be a weapon.
It will be a
we've got
weapon.
we've done the shocks. You've got the sliding chassis together. We've pretty much just got to do the shocks,
I just got to do the shocks and
and that's it.
the body mount. That's it.
And the body mount.
Yeah. And it's been a cacophony of errors so far in my building this one. I keep getting things wrong.
Well, that's probably because I keep distracting you as well.
Yeah, well, that doesn't help.
I keep walking in and distracting him and throwing him
Yeah,
off his game.
so I made a. Yeah, well, it's also because first thing in the morning when I do these, and I'm not really fully functional till about between about 1:05 and 1:10. I'm good.
You're
Mm.
Yeah, there's that 5-minute period when I'm
on fire,
because I've had lunch and I'm good.
and then it's ready for a nap after that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I can have lots of naps on the weekend.
Hey,
Bring back so
Go
many
into
memories,
the,
this
go
thing.
into the deck shed and have a nap.
Yeah,
There you go.
we will do.
That is fantastic.
So we've got these, but there's
Tell-
something special we want to tell all the viewers.
Give me some special news, Beach.
Oh,
Share the
excite
news.
me.
Share the
Share
love.
the news.
What's the news?
Let me see if I can share this.
Can you share it?
Can you share that?
Can you put it up?
There it is.
Put
Is
it
it
up. Launch it.
Have I shared it yet?
Did you put it?
I don't know.
Did you put it as a comment?
There it is.
Oh, are you going to put it as a comment?
I will.
Oh.
Let me see. What have I done wrong here?
I'm not sure.
I've done something wrong.
I can't direct from here.
So now we're distracting him.
I know.
Oh, there we go.
There it is.
We
Okay.
have got you've got right there is a poster of basically a coupon.
That's right.
Now you can get that coupon and you can put it in the checkout, and that will give you a $2 bonus. It's a $200
Why?
coupon.
You said $2 back.
Yeah, you said $2.
$2, $200. Sorry, it's that crazy. I can't even say it.
I know.
$200 coupon towards your YZ10.
And
It's a ridiculous
it's
price.
pretty much impossible to beat that.
So I've just posted up the link,
Mm.
and you don't want to miss out on this because we've already sold the majority of them in 12 hours.
Yeah.
So look at the link. The link will take you to the product page.
Yep.
And then make sure you use the coupon code.
Yep.
Which is YZ10, right?
Yep,
For
YZ.
YZ10.
Anybody can put it in. There's not a link. There's not a
That's
Yes,
right.
please.
And that'll take $200 off the price.
$200 off the price.
You will not get one at that price anywhere.
And if you miss out on this one, they will not get any more.
No,
Yeah,
that's right.
it.
So if you really wanted a Yokomo, well, this is pretty close to a Yokomo, but at that price,
That is very good.
Well, it's not pretty close. It is.
well, it is a Yokomo.
It is a
If you want a super dog fighter, you can always just get the body, and it'll still be really good value.
It's impossible to beat.
That's right.
This is cheaper than what we can buy it for.
Mm.
How does that work?
Don't know. Sounds like a good deal, doesn't it?
Yeah. that was part of the reason you got me to work here. I thought I can get cheap stuff. No.
There you go.
No, well, we don't. Oh, it's a pretty special occasion.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
No, this is like winning a Wonka gold ticket, a
That's
lottery ticket.
Yeah.
That's right.
This is like a once in a bloody lifetime event.
That's right.
Are you going to dress up like Willy Wonka later? Because it is
Why not?
Friday night.
It is Friday night. If I can find my heels, I'll be there.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
there you go. All right, I'm going to take this down now. So make sure you use that code YZ10 at the link, which I've already posted in the comments, and you get the $200 off the already low price.
And this time next week, I reckon you should have this one scooting around on the bench.
Yeah, I reckon.
Oh, yeah. It's as good as done.
It's as good as done.
Mm.
Lock it in. All
What
right.
is it?
Done.
I think we
We
need to
done?
have a look at that car.
Which
Yeah,
card? This
you
one?
can toddle off again.
I can toddle off again.
I got you back.
Okay.
Thank you very much,
Can
Tony
we look at
Gray.
some trains?
Have a great day. Have we got trains?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought we were done for the day.
No. We've got these back in stock.
I love this Yokomo.
What about the one that you've driven?
That's a
With the
Yokomo.
pink-
well, that's
pink
why,
tyres.
That's why I love it. That's such good value. I don't know how you're doing. I don't know how we're doing it. How are we doing it?
I know, we're just
That's
being
a-
silly, I think.
Madness.
Yeah.
That's madness.
We've got Austin Rail.
Austin Powers?
Austin Powers it is not. So these are Austin Rail.
What are we looking at? Let's
Hang
go
on,
to
let
the
me just-
overhead so that
let-
people
let
can
me
see.
Focus on this.
What are we
Boom.
looking at? Oh, here we go.
These are Australian rolling stock, N scale,
N for Nelly.
and they're incredibly good value. And they've got great detail.
I'll be the judge of that.
So you're probably really familiar with this one. This one's Hague whiskey,
Not at all.
aren't you?
Why would they have an Australian thing? Is
Oh,
it
I think-
manufactured in Australia?
No, but I
Oh.
think they have some.
Did
really,
they just sponsor them?
That was a really affordable real Scotch whiskey.
Was
And
it?
then we got Hames Paint, which is an Australian
I
brand,
do know Hames Paint.
and then we've got Carlton United Breweries.
I've heard of them.
Okay, so that's a local
I think
brewing.
I think I have tasted some of their wares over the
Yeah,
years.
so that's a malting barley.
Malting.
Yep.
Barley
And then
that
you
loses
got-
hair.
You got a B van.
A bee van. Is that to make honey?
No.
That's a bit weird.
So there you go. And they all come with really good
What couplers?
microtrains couplers.
So what's that going to pair to?
A pair straight onto Aussian Locos and also Gopher.
And gopher?
Yeah. We love Gophers, don't we? What are you doing? Oh, these are hard to open, are they? Is that why you're looking at me like that?
Wow.
Now I know why you're looking at me like that.
Oh,
Look, like this, right?
I didn't have my nails on.
Yeah, give me the other
It's
one.
too
Yeah,
early
you
on a
pull this one
Friday.
out. You can pull out. I think I can trust you to pull that one out.
Can you?
I don't know.
I wouldn't.
Why not? Why not? So I got the Hanes paint one, right?
I'm just trying not to wreck the box, Beach.
Why?
My fingers don't get in there. I got fat fingers.
Really? It's pretty tight, isn't it? Because they're in foam.
It's like suction. They're in by suction.
Here we go. Here we go. So there's the Hames one. Let's pop him out.
Can I take it out?
Yeah. That would be good. There we go. This is a Hames one.
That could have been a car of the week. Because aren't they called cars?
They are called cars. Look how good they look. Makers of fine paint. Now, without like zooming in like that, I would not be able to read that. There's those little couplings. So they're knuckle couplings like KDs. They're just tiny. They look really good. Like scale.
What does the thing hang off underneath for?
That's for uncoupling.
Hmm.
So you can automatically uncouple these. You can drive it over an uncoupling platform, and you have magnets on each end. And when it rolls past, it'll open one side and open the other side simultaneously, and then they'll decouple. And that's what that thing's for.
I think we need
It's
to
a
do...
whisker.
I think
It's a decoupling whisker.
it's a whisker.
They call them whiskers. I'm sure they call them whiskers.
I think you're making it up now.
I don't make stuff up. What are you talking about? Do you like that?
I sort of do. I just don't understand it.
So here's the whiskey one. What year is that?
1627.
1627.
Before even you were born.
The oldest name in Scotch. Look at that. And then you've got the couplings. And they just mate together like this. Click.
We don't do that now. You'll never get it apart.
There you go. They're coupled down.
I'll be the judge of that.
See? Nice, isn't it?
They are coupled now.
They are coupled.
How do you uncouple them?
So you just lift them off. There we go.
But you're not allowed to, if you play with the train set, you're not allowed to touch them. Is that right? It's not scale if you touch them. The foamers get upset.
Could you elaborate on that? You're allowed to put them on and off the track, right?
Yeah, but once they're...
But you're not allowed to keep your
No.
fingers around there because there's no giants, right?
No.
That's
no.
not prototypical.
Not prototypical hand.
No, that's
of
right.
God.
No, that's right.
It's an act of God.
And I say, and I mean, N-Scale is just so compact.
I do love N-Scale.
And N-Scale is just getting better and better. The locos are so smooth.
That's my second favorite.
What's your first favorite?
Oh, it has to be 009.
009.
Yeah, it's a bit comical. It's a bit small. That's
009.
It's my first true love
Is it?
when it comes to rail. You know it.
Mm. There we go. That's what I got left.
That's what you got left.
Yeah.
We're going to have a look at the scale electrics and
Let's
then
have a look.
let's call it done.
All right. What do we got here?
Got things to do.
All right. All right. What are you doing now?
I'm reboxing.
Reboxing.
Yep. 'Cause
Reboxing stuff.
I'm responsible.
Oh, yeah? We've got to weigh this, don't we?
We weighed it. They have to trust us. We can weigh
All right,
it.
all right.
We can weigh it.
What do we got here?
Let me warm up the valves. Warm up the valves.
All right. Move it across over here. Let's zero it off. Oh, it's accurate. 117.
117 it is.
Did not make us liars.
We never get that
No,
right.
there you go. All right, thank you very much for that.
Thank
All right,
you
what do we got here?
Thank you very much.
What is this? This is a Dodge
It's a Dodge,
Monaco.
it's a Dodge Monaco.
And this is a Scale Electrics car.
Yep. And
So what scale is that?
it's from the Chicago Fire Department.
It is indeed.
And if it's anything like the Bluesmobile, it could be a 1974 model,
Could be.
which would be the second generation. I think they came out in
Oh, there's someone in there.
1964.
There you go. So you got a little emblem there. Chicago Fire Department.
And I think that's probably the most famous Dodge Monaco that I know of personally would be the Bluesmobile.
The Bluesmobile.
Yep.
Got the driver in there. Looks very serious.
Well, he's going
got
to
the
a
lights?
He's probably going to a fire, mate.
So there'll be flashy lights. The Scale Electrics look pretty good with their flashy lights. What's that on the side of the light there? It's an MARS or something. Mars. So he's number 7. Is he racing? Is that a racing number?
I don't know. It's probably unit 7. I'm not sure. Not sure. It's gonna be.
And look at all the chrome.
Got twin pipes. It's gonna be a 440 cubic inch.
Is it?
Yep.
I think it's electric powered.
That one. It's
Yeah.
been converted.
Yeah. There you go. And
Retrofitted.
There's a pickup.
Is that where you put the chip?
The chip goes in here. That's right. To make
If
it
you have
easy.
if you have a digital set, you can put the chip in there.
That's right.
Yeah,
So
take the car
rather
apart.
than the old version where you take the whole chassis apart, you only have to take this panel off. And the chip goes in.
And it's full digital.
Full digital. Converts it. There we go.
I like it.
That is car of the week. These cars are just getting better and better, aren't they? And this is one of the new releases.
Well, it just came in yesterday.
Well, that's pretty new, isn't it? Yeah.
It's not brand new.
Pretty new. It's 1 day old. Yeah. All right. So there we go. So we've had a bit of a smattering of everything. We've had visitors, bit of train,
Had famous people.
bit of tutorial.
That's right. Bit of tutorial. Learn something.
There we go. Do we have any
Looking at,
more questions?
looking at the pug.
Oh, Retro Rob said he's got his order in. There you go. I just got his. It's got 10 o'clock at night over there.
Well, that's good because it was 9 o'clock before. So
Yeah. Wow. There you go.
Retro
right.
Rob has got his order in, and it's probably one of the last ones. I thought Retro Rob might have heard Tony dob him in before, but if Retro Rob's announced it, that's okay.
Yep.
I don't usually like to announce when customers have.
Hmm.
But yes, your order is in, and that will be dispatched Monday. I
Yes.
think.
I had a question here from Just Scotty. He's
Yes.
starting to do some photo etch.
Oh, really? That's
and
one
wanted
of
to
your
know
favorite.
some advice.
Super glue. Super
Well,
glue.
super glue you need,
Super glue is always my advice when it
Yeah.
comes to photo etch.
for sure. Now, a lot of photo etch frets in the past used to be just the photo etch fret by itself sitting there. And
Yes.
the modern ones have actually been,
Like a sprue.
well, they've got tape on them. So they tape one side together. And so if you want to make it more manageable, if you've got one of those old style ones without the tape, put some tape on one side. And what that does is when you're cutting them off the joiners on the runner, I guess you'll call it, of the photo etch, you won't have the photo etch part flying off. You have more control. So that's a handy tip. Apart from that, just sand off the edges and then sand both surfaces as much as possible. If it's a really tiny part, hold it in your finger and just rub it against the surface. And that helps with gluing it on the surface too. Painting and the glue will stick to that better. Apart from that, I guess that's about it. You can get metal primer for it too. To me, make a really good one, which you just brush on. And that'll just help paint stick because paint can flake off that.
I thought you
Quite
leave them
easily.
metal.
Hey?
I thought you leave them metal.
No, because it's like brass colored. Most of the time, it's not meant to be brass. So if it's on a ship, say, and you're doing railings, well, you paint it whatever the railing color is meant to be. There you go.
I like it.
You like it? Well, that's it. That's all for me.
Tidbits with BJ.
Wow,
We learned something.
that's it.
Let's
So we're
go.
going to continue our tutorial next week.
We will. We're going to finish them. We're going to finish them.
Finish them? Yeah, let's finish it.
Yeah?
Yeah, we can do that. Why not?
Bit of Hearns Workshop.
That's it. All right.
I'm Brett from Hearns,
I'm BJ.
and thanks for watching.
We'll see you next time.